The following Dungeons & Dragons live play is intended for mature audiences only. These episodes may contain graphic language, graphic violence, sexual content, and drug use, in addition to iffy adherence to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules. Content warnings can be found in the description. Viewer discretion is advised. We hope you enjoyed the show. I got this.
You do.
We'll see. All right, players. Welcome back to Crossing Queen's Bed, the Citadel. Now, normally, I would start a session with a recap, a going over of the events leading up to today's session. But for what we need to highlight right off the bat, we do not know yet what has happened over the last 6 days since this little mouse arrived in Queen's Bed.
Oh my god.
We shall zoom back and leave Queen's Bed for a moment and go out into the multiverse and find this little mouse hanging out in his world, this world of bright color and shape, a world with less definition and detail than any of us may be used to, but one lively and zany and filled with energy and wonder. Exiting out of his little mouse home, we see the mouse, a character in a world of toons and cartoon critters, in a place free from time or linearity. Days pass just as they do. There isn't a sense of progression or years passing. Days just are what they are for the little mouse. As we follow our little mouse leaving his home, as he does every day, encountering faces he recognizes, and here, why don't you describe your character for us, Eric?
Well, our mouse is somewhat of a fixer in his little toon world. There is main characters and villains. Not villains like you would know. Mostly children-style friendly villains. You know, they get up to shenanigans. They don't really cause ruckuses, but our friendly mouse would get in there and be the person to fix it when the other heroes of the world couldn't necessarily take care of it. He's somewhat of a more muscular mouse than other mice might be around him. Easily capable of fighting, say, a bird or a dog or a cat. Which is, I mean, honestly, it's quite amazing for a mouse to be able to fight a cat,
10
I would think.
times his size.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think most humans could, say, rip a phone book in half, but if in his toon muscles he needed to, he could do it. Because the rules don't apply to him in his toon world. Because he is a good guy toon.
Yes. And for his little days, things go routinely. He walks out on the street and sees the other characters of his world, people, animals, and critters that have just always been there. There is the rat boy who walks down the street, much more stereotypical main character, gets into some of his own hijinks along the way, but nowhere near as capable as our muscle mouse. There is the pink ferret, the categorical love interest of all of the little toon boys in town. And as Mouse stretches across the space, thinking that today would be just like any other day.
Oh no.
There is an abnormality. No one knows when she came to town or even how. But on this day, there is a new stoat in the village. A stoat colored bright lilac and bright gleaming eyes. And this stoat is the one that spurs our muscular mouse into action. She hurriedly proclaims that the ravens have robbed the bank.
Uh-oh.
And this is what the muscle mouse does. The ravens are up to no good, and the only one that can stop them is our mouse. Striking off again across town with a puff of smoke, just vanishing from pure speed, is caught off guard when the stoat follows. Other characters don't tend to come with,
Ooh.
but everything seems fine. This is a normal day in Toontown. I can't use Toontown, that's an actual thing.
That was a game.
We've hit that wall a few times.
Wait a second, lawsuit.
In a puff of smoke, Mouse races across town, but he's a little bit too late. The ravens have already robbed the bank. They're seen flying over the rooftops, but no fear. Our Mouse can leap bounds over buildings, running straight up a wall, up onto a rooftop, leaping between tiled roofs, catching up faster and faster, and yet the stoat is keeping pace. No matters, there's not enough time to worry about that now. As the mouse is almost to the ravens, leaps off the roof, and the ravens let out a dastardly cackle as they dip out of the way, caught mid-air, missing the money bag. Mouse sits, looks down, looks up into an unseen camera, whoop, falls down through the air, plummets into the asphalt ground, leaving a perfect mouse imprint in the cement, like a foot deep, slowly emerging from the pit dug from his tiny little body. A little tiny white bird drifts around his head as he is finding his balance again. Up from the rooftop, the small stoat looks down, absolutely gleeful and smiling.
Ooh.
Thwarted once, the mouse will not stand for this, pulling out a comically massive hammer. The mouse leaps into the air and absolutely flattens one of the ravens. In mid-air, it just flattens into a pancake, a thin black panel with big bulging eyes popping out with a big kaplow.
Rachel, when you said hand, I'm like, oh god, he's going for the handgun, and it was a.
Oh no!
So cartoony, right?
I mean,
listen.
yes.
I mean, if it's from the 30s, it would be. It's
Looney
as,
Tunes had a lot of guns.
the hammer is as likely as the gun. I don't know what to tell you, Rachel.
They're
Listen.
both effective.
I don't think so. I think the wooden mallet is a
It is! They
staple
had
of
that shit in
cartoons.
fucking Tom and
It
Jerry
is
all the
too,
time.
but also the
Sylvester versus
Yeah,
any female.
yeah, but also
I
is
love you.
the random shotgun that always can get bent into our weird shape that
The
backfires.
Oh, you
backfire
put your
is
finger in it, and then
Yeah.
Yep,
You
yep.
just
What are you saying, that cartoon violence doesn't have any impact on actual violence?
Yeah.
wow, that's insane.
It's a bold stance, Cotton. I think it might play out one of these days.
Damn.
With a solid thwack, the raven is pancaked mid-air and slowly wafts down like a dried leaf. Still in the air, the mouse rings back the hammer, clacks the other raven. This one doesn't become flattened. Instead, pings off into the sky, disappearing into a star.
Yeah.
Rearing back lets go of the hammer, it stays in the air because he wants it to, rears back into a huge punch, and wallops the third raven. A huge red welt forms. All 3 money bags fall from the air, clashing onto the ground where the village folk arrive and congratulate the mouse for stopping the dastardly deeds of the 3 raven brothers.
Fuck yeah.
With a salute, he grabs his hammer out of the air and slowly drifts back to the ground. The whole village is ecstatic with the excellent escapades of their dear mouse. Through the applause, the lilac stoat approaches, smiling and congratulating the little mouse without using many words. It's still odd that this stoat is around, but he's successful. He has won the day. That should be the end of the day, really. And as the mouse turns to make his dramatic exit, he feels a little push. Falling forward, not through the ground like he expects, but passes through it as if there was no ground anymore.
I forgot to pay the animator.
Oh no, we forgot. We lost the animation.
Everything goes quiet. All the applause vanishes. The small, distinct sound of static fills his ears. And a half a moment later, his eyes focus into a world of color and detail.
Oh shit.
Falling from the heavens, small sparks of green flame erupt around him as he plummets towards the surface of Queen's
I have
Bed.
an important question. Did we just throw a 2-dimensional character into a 3-dimensional world and are... Oh, well, that's going to be interesting.
Plummeting from the skies, our little mouse, tiny in his form, looks down onto a world of color and dimension. A massive world filled with islands that honestly don't look too unfamiliar to Mouse. The main island that he is plummeting towards is shaped like a giant crown. There are gems lining up its eastern coast. There are lily pads off of the south coast with a big island that looks like a fish swimming through them. He's not able to really see more than that, as pretty soon the entirety of his vision is encompassed by this crown island, absolutely rocketing towards its northern coast, towards the apex of the crown. Falling, not feeling the heat of the flames that burn around him in green and orange, strikes the beach, but doesn't make the characteristic impact that Mouse would expect. He simply plumps into the sand, the grains gently shifting around his form. Slowly discombobulated, Mouse stands looking out at a roaring sea filled with waves crashing onto a sandy shore, a large rocky outcropping off to his right, clouds drifting overhead, a sun massive and bright hovering over the horizon. Detail and contrast in color in a way that Mouse has never experienced before.
Meows.
What is Mouse thinking right now?
What? What? Breathing? What? 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 What is this?
What's this? What's this?
What's this?
I
There's
wish I
fucking
could
air.
see Eric's face.
What? Okay. In. Out. That's not so bad. This isn't so...
Oh no!
Some sand
Okay, that was
flies
different.
into his mouth.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's a whole new
It's,
sensation.
A whole new world.
Oh no!
okay, so it went into my mouth, not on purpose, and I'm here, but there's no dent. Excuse me. Whew. Myself? Why am I? Does somebody need me? Surely I've been called here. I mean, teleporting's not that unusual. I'm used. Breathing's new. Swallowing's new.
Oh no! Wait until he sees pooping.
Sand? Oh, what is this thing on the side of my? It's like a pain, but it's not. It's like it's scratching. I'm not familiar with this. Oh no. Oh.
Mouse is
Okay.
suddenly overwhelmed with the sensation of his own fur.
His flesh.
He is cursed with a body.
God. No wonder babies cry.
Mouse, give me a perception check.
I
Ooh.
don't think that one. I think I did it wrong. Maybe. I
I'll
don't know if I did it wrong.
take the second dice, because you rolled 2.
Okay.
Yep, roll a total of 13. Mouse looks around, anxiously itching at the fur and coat that is now attached to him. It is inescapable as he turns. This is an empty beach. There is no one around that summoned him. There doesn't seem to be any obvious heroing need to being done. A few moments later, a soft voice can be heard. There are some grassy bluffs that, as the sand starts to shift into a grassy field, into a forest behind Mouse, a small voice can be heard. Oh! Hello, young man!
Oh my god.
You don't see anyone. It's all right, I'm down here!
No, he's actually.
Just that. Pa 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 pa.
Looking down.
Pa 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 pa. Man. What is down?
Oh my god, I'm
Mouse is
losing
having
it.
a hard time.
I didn't realize he was tiny, Rachel. I didn't realize the little guy's so little.
It's Jiminy Cricket.
You're not, Farah. Rachel, I'm losing it.
Oh
my
you
fucking
ruined it.
Okay,
No,
whew, okay,
no,
I'm
you're
fine.
fine. Composure.
I'm good.
Mouse slowly pop, looks down, and coming up in the sand, a full quarter, this tiny mouse man's height, comes up a 2-inch tall flea with long needle-like legs and beady red eyes set into a cracked carapace. There is texture and dimension that Mouse is unfamiliar with. Oh, hello, my name's Rana. His visage is unsettling. He grins, and you can see these tiny pitted green teeth emerge from this tiny sly smile.
Wait, are you saying magical fleas don't have dental?
You know, the cleric job, they don't cover much.
Damn.
However unsettling and almost rotten this flea looks, they're wearing a white coif over their head, kind of containing this ratty black greasy hair. There's a long cloak over their back, covering these pulsating spines. And a necklace is draped over the wide, bulbous neck of a small symbol of a rising sun.
I'm uncomfortable. It's a mini Godzilla flea.
I'm losing my shit.
The little flea approaches the mouse, and on this intensely large beach meets these two tiny people. Don't worry, I know this is very confusing for you, but you're in good hands. How are you feeling?
I'm getting... I think I understand you, but words are new, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
So feeling is also new. We could start there. Kind of going through a bit.
the tiny flea man laughs this sharp giggle as he leans over onto this small cane and says, well, I can get you started. You are in Queen's Bed. You have been chosen by our founder, Lalala. This is your home now. I have been sent to collect you and to bring you to the city. I am with the Alawian Church, and I am here to just help you get used to all this.
I'm struggling to find the words, but to convey this, you look like something that needs to be smashed.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure you don't need a smash?
Ooh. Don't ask that, mouse.
um, you are used to just pulling forth magical hammers whenever you see fit. And as you reach into whatever nether dimension that you are used to pulling your implements of destruction from, nothing is there. Well, I am squishable size, but don't worry, young man, you are also of squishable size. It's easy to pick on ones that are smaller than us.
Which is why I am not smashing you. I'm just saying you seem rather villainous. Based on my history of villains, and... Well, I may be of squishable size. Of the 3 people I'm currently meeting, myself, Sod, dialogue, I would call that an abstract 3rd, 4th. I'm bigger than you, so I think I win.
Them's the rules.
The rules. Chosen come in many shapes and sizes, little boy. You will find that there are many different ways that people can look.
All right. How about this? I'll follow you if you let me hold on to your necklace. Trust for trust.
Nice.
Sure. As he reaches behind, he has these long needle-like legs that reach back and undo this clasp and hands it to you. It's about the size of a bracelet to you.
Hopefully you don't lose that.
Well, it's very expensive.
Well, come on.
I'll just put
It's
it in
a
my pocket to
long
mention.
walk for those of us.
Oh.
Meanwhile, 2 centimeters later.
Crawling up again, like, what kind of place is this? Oh no.
Climbing the beach, slowly our mouse and flea approach the city of King's Crown. Above him, coming up this beach off the top, the northwest side of King's Crown, coming up a road, Mouse looks up. The first thing he really sees are these 3 floating mountains suspended in the air above a bustling city filled with towering buildings and structures that are massive and detailed. Approaching, getting closer to the city, the streets become busy. You start to see other people milling about, and this is one of the first of many culture shocks that Mouse experiences over his first few days, walking down the streets, seeing forms unknown to him, humans and aliens, arachnids, and plasmoid people. You swear you see a dude that's just a giant ogre, 16 feet tall, walking down this road with a tiny briefcase in his hands. Meandering down the path, just people living their lives. Flea is...
All of this seems real familiar.
Flea leads Mouse up to a elevated walkway along the side of the road, explaining that in King's Crown, because there are so many different shapes and sizes of Chosen and Bedborn, there is pikes, places that we can walk, that we can be kept a little bit safer. Coming up on these raised almost railings that follow alongside the road on top of this more normal size sidewalk that descends into a huge trough filled with centaurs and motor vehicles and carriages. Mouse's first day is a hard one. Rono takes Mouse directly to what he calls the Elias Center, a building towards the center of this massive city next to this massive golden ring set into a raised platform that whirs with magical energy, this massive torrent of a portal. And he is taken in to meet with this... Mouse is taken into a office building of sorts and taken back to a room and offered tea by this big werewolf man, 6 feet tall, with this dense brown coat, but with pretty kind eyes. He introduces himself as Veen. Veen is one of the first people, in addition to Rono, that explains some of Mouse's new reality to him. Veen explains that Mouse is now chosen, which means that he is functionally immortal should anything happen to him that would cause catastrophic damage to his body and homeostasis in how his body is kept alive. He will simply restrike where he initially struck. Veen also explains that if you are used to eating, we highly recommend continuing to eat on any schedule that you would have been used to in your home world, but it is not really required. You will not die from starvation as many other universes.
What is eating? And everything else sounds pretty much the same. If you could, how do you get the itchies out of your eyes like you've been doing? Is that you close them really quickly, and I've had mine open for about a day now, and I'm in quite a bit of pain.
His eyes are like red and watery.
Can I use this tea? Excuse me.
Help him!
Mouse walks over to a little tea cart, has to climb up to the top of a table, no longer having this amazing jumping ability that he would normally be used to, and proceeds to, I assume, wash his eyes out with chamomile.
Oh.
I just need liquid in my eyes until you can explain to me how else I'm supposed to stop this.
So on your eyes, you have these muscles for eyelids. You can put them down
muscles.
And then back up.
Okay. Like I'm flirting with a different mouse. That move?
Flirting.
Yes, I know that one. Flirty eyes. I know that one. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. I'm gonna do this for about 20 seconds if you don't mind. And then I might still put the tea in my eyes.
Take your time.
the registrar's like, this is not even the weirdest thing from today.
Probably not. So that's when they're like, okay.
Yeah.
They describe functional immortality to me, and I'm like, yeah, okay,
that's
normal. Like, death? What is
Yeah,
death?
he's like, okay,
One
I'm
of the
done with all
things that
this.
he's most equipped to handle, to be honest.
Yeah. Blinking? Eating? Sand? No.
The
No.
itchies.
He's just,
Okay, I'm listening now.
Okay.
you're just Anakin Skywalker. It's itchy and it gets everywhere.
Do you have the concept of money from where you're from?
It's something that villains occasionally take, and then I smash them.
Damn.
So, are you...
But everybody just gives me things. I've never actually used it, really.
Well, King's Crown operates on a currency system. He reaches into a drawer and pulls out a pouch of gold coins about the size of you
Nice.
and places it on the table. Should you want to own something that you see in a shop or at a stall or in the market, people will expect you to trade these coins for goods and services.
And real quick, ownership is...
Oh my god.
Your registrar spends about 2 hours trying to explain some basic concepts of an economy and ownership.
He takes the mouse to a macroeconomics course and basically has a business summit with pie charts.
I mean, all I've
Supply
ever had
and
is, like,
demand.
my hammer. And nobody can take it from me.
I love by the end, the mouse is like, I still don't know what the fuck synergy fucking means.
What is
How did I buy all these NFTs?
Oh my god. So this is what we call non-fungible, okay?
Damn.
It exists on the blockchain. What's the blockchain? Nobody knows.
You.
The dictionary doesn't even have a definition for it.
yes,
the
crypto.
dictionary just goes, I don't know. That's some fucking.
No, it's like the cloud, you know? Things just go there and they come back. And...
I like that the dictionary has a definition that says, crypto, it's like the cloud. Cloud, it's like crypto.
It doesn't answer anything.
Loop.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, you struck rather late in the day, and your registrar insists that there will be an infinite amount of questions, but you have infinity to answer them. You are chosen now. Your reputation is truly the most valuable currency you will ever hold.
Used to that, yes.
That's
that makes
fair.
sense.
Okay.
Don't be right, yeah.
He offers the gold pouch and also a large tote bag filled with I Heart KC
Oh my
shirts and a bag and a couple other pieces of paper with information on them that Mouse doesn't care to look at for the first few days. Neither of our other chosen.
Oh shit!
Why the fuck would we?
No,
I
of
mean-
course not. We're fine.
Listen, it's gone away from us. We almost killed somebody. So
I'm pretty sure I did kill someone. Okay, correction.
listen,
Brick killed a guy.
we almost killed a cat person.
Veen puts the
twice.
pouch of gold coins into the novelty tote bag, meeting up with Rono outside. Rono explains that though normally you would be free to wander the city now and begin work on your citizenship and making a life for yourself, that sometimes, for some chosen, it is a bit more prudent to spend some time in a neutral place, and recommends accompanying him back to the Apex Temple where he lives. For the first 2 days, Mouse hardly leaves the temple grounds, staying in this building filled with massive spires and towers. Mouse's first few days are filled with learning the first lessons that he must learn. He learns that he cannot simply smash his problems into pancakes. That when he deals damage to something, it breaks. And it doesn't just reform. He spends some time learning about physics, falling off some very tall surfaces and actually hurting himself, and having to feel pain in a much more visceral way than the kind small doves would have offered him in the world before. One of the individuals that Mouse meets at the Apex Hall is the High Priestess of New Chosen, a creature that everyone calls Mother Goose, a massive goose creature that sits in a large nest in the massive hallway networks filled with Chosen wearing similar white garb and cloaks with very similar symbols to your new bracelet, because Rono just let you keep that, by the way. It's one of your first understandings of personal property. Mother Goose explains that she's from a world not too dissimilar from the one that Mouse was from. Mother Goose explains that she was from a fable world, a world where nothing truly ever happened. Life just was the same perpetually, exploring simple morals and understandings until she was chosen and given autonomy, given freedom of choice over time, and is there for Mouse over the first few days, helping him to understand some level of what has happened to him. It was yesterday, though, that on his normal path to spending some time with Mother Goose, that instead she was preoccupied, watching from the outside of the hallway a tall elven man, as he has been explained to Mouse, approached Mother Goose. No one was allowed within the hall where Mother Goose was during their meeting. Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He ain't smart.
There is so much foreign to Mouse, as this tall elven man with long, straight blue hair, wearing really bountiful robes that cover his entire body. He meets with Mother Goose, and only from a far distance, Mouse sees the visualization of something that he's only starting to learn about, magic, but doesn't understand what this magic does or will ever do. And when the elven man leaves, nothing seems out of the ordinary with Mother Goose. However, as Mouse passes this elven man, Mouse's nose is filled with a sensation that he hasn't experienced much yet. A foul odor of rot and infection. A sour scent that Mouse has a difficult time placing with any words that I just used.
Oh, man.
Squiggly line.
The guy's got serious BO.
Some major squiggly lines off you guys. Shit.
Did you know you got the squiggly line? Damn it.
My good sir. Do you know?
My good sir, excuse me, are you aware of your squiggly lines?
They're like, I've heard of love lines. I've heard, what the fuck kind of charlatan ass bullshit you got?
Mouse, after the elven man leaves, approaches Mother Goose, and Mother Goose explains that though Mouse is welcome in the temple, she is starting to think that Mouse might be ready to integrate with his fellow chosen, that there may never be a time that he thinks he is ready to interact with others. But confidence in oneself can bring many opportunities. But Mouse isn't kicked out right away. Mouse is able to spend a little bit more time around the temple, exploring the nooks and crannies where he is allowed. Mouse learns that there are many places in the Citadel that he is not allowed without a cleric companion to escort him through these spaces. Rono is happy when he is free to wander the grounds with you into places that even he is only allowed to go into. Generally, the whole north part of the castle, where the King's Hall and the Tower Defense is completely off limits to both Mouse and Rono. And limited in the other areas. Maybe there are some interesting looks from the guards around the castle, but as long as you are not going into overtly restricted areas, Mouse is able to familiarize himself with this space. And in his adventures, Rono explains that the doors that Mouse has found into the bases of these dioceses, Rono explains that the Citadel was originally built as a home for Chosen when they first arrived in King's Crown before the city was built. And that underneath the massive diocese that the towers were built on by the ancient angels, hold catacombs, hallways of buildings and bedrooms that, should the Chosen population ever need it, that under the diocese of the Citadel lay hallways of evacuation chambers that, should there ever be a apocalyptic level event where many Chosen and Bedborn need to hide, that there are ample spaces for those beings to be in this space. However, they are strictly off limits in between times of danger.
I'm sure that won't come into play later. I'm sure that's something we can forget about.
Cowards. Okay. All right.
I will forget about that right away. What are we talking about?
And Mouse is slowly getting a handle on things, returning to Apex Hall, ready to have some dinner with the other clerics and other Chosen that are about. There are some other Chosen that are in a similar space that Mouse is in. Creaturist Chosen that have been having a difficult time acclimatizing to Queen's Bed. On his way down the hallways, he hears a rambunctious noise, and looking down the hallways, sees a little group of Chosen, a dinosaur with a domed head, alongside an elven woman with long dark hair, and a hyena? A creature covered in bright fluorescent colors with a long boxy snout and big gleaming eyes, walking down a hallway accompanied by a large green Gumby-esque creature made of large, blocky, waxy segments, walking on all fours alongside a woman who's like a cat person. Not cat like Mouse would expect, on all fours, very domesticated, but a person with a cat-like face standing on two legs with a large floating book behind them. And the whole group is helmed by a human woman with long blonde hair, wringing her hands anxiously, walking down this hallway. Where we will now shift to their perspective.
Hell yeah!
Because last session, Dandelion and Bree, as they learned that their closest friends in this place have had their memories wiped of an experience, Bree and Dandelion eagerly jumped at the chance to investigate what happened to their 3 cleric parents.
They're Clarence, if you will.
Our Clarence, if you will.
Clarence. And jumping with jumping with glee in the generous gentleman. That's where I got G. Exclaiming, "We're going to the temple! We're going to the temple!" Left the karst strip and ascended to the upper city and followed the main road uptown towards the Apex Temple, towards the Citadel. And before entering the temple, stood outside with the cleric parents and made a sort of plan that they were going to figure out what happened, but they didn't expressly have permission to be there. That our 3 young chosen would have to either work discreetly or be accompanied by a cleric to access certain areas of the Citadel. Alalila explained that she had initially gone to Mother Goose and said something that happened with Ulavon, and Mother Goose sent her on to the High Priest of Knowledge. She didn't have much memory after that. She remembers going to the High Priest, but continuing on with her day as normal. Genevieve had gone to the sunroom for prayer, and Monster had gone down to the stables to spend some time with the 2 creatures that he mentioned, Penelope and Regrin, and that as you entered the temple grounds, that you were to stay within sight of your cleric parents.
I wonder who that's for.
Hey!
Listen!
I
as
resent
long as I don't see
that.
Oh, I thought it was at me. Anyways.
Okay, yeah, giant
Listen.
dinosaur.
Listen, as long as there's no beetles. I'm just trying to get a beetle.
Our group of 6 head up the massive ramps that head up these raised dioceses and turn into one of these tall, spiny towers that from the base and the tip are shining sunlight. Genevieve at the front of the group, very nervously entering the building. "Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go talk to Mother Goose. If anyone can get us permission to see who else we can talk to or would know anything, it would be Mother Goose. Okay? Are we all good?"
Okay. Let's
I'm
go talk
a
to her.
little terrified to go inside the temple, but, no.
The goose is loose.
Oh my god, Tim. Don't worry, Bree.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure. Like, when I die inside the temple, please.
Please.
I mean, you haven't burst into the flames yet.
I was gonna say, we haven't tried yet. Let's try sticking a hand in first.
Just a pinky
Wait.
toe, please.
No, wait. There's a legendary tradition from my planet of what you do for situations like this. Are you prepared?
If I
for
die,
this?
can we keep my dead body so we can grow mushrooms on it?
Sure.
Okay, so
We'll make sure to do that.
so very, very slowly, you're gonna put your left hand in, then you're gonna take your left hand out. You're gonna put your left hand in, and then you're gonna stir it around in there, and then you're gonna do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. That's all it's all about.
I don't understand.
Oh, you don't know what the hokey pokey is? Well,
I hope Bree
so-
texts him.
hey! Bree doesn't know what the hokey pokey is either.
She doesn't.
Yeah,
want,
but
did she
Bree
just do
doesn't
it?
care about what the hokey pokey is. It's fucking Tim.
So you know I'm up to some shit?
Just immediate distrust.
I like
Can
how
I-
just Tim trying to
can I
grab
do a
your wrist to
deception
move
roll?
it, and you're like,
Can I do a deception roll to say that this is a
Sure.
legitimate? Okay, what is my
She
mod?
would
Okay,
have no
go,
way
Tim.
of doing it. So let's do a versus roll. Tim's deception versus Bree's insight.
Boom!
oh my god!
God damn it! God damn it! God
you,
damn it! God
bitch!
damn it!
No! He's so angry! He's hitting his desk! I can hear it! Bro!
You are solid in your belief that you got this across as you look up at Bree and she is giving you the most apathetic look, gently shaking her head.
Tim's gonna start instead of doing.
Wait,
He's gonna start just doing the Macarena.
Wait. Can fucking Dandelion fall for it? Can we fucking see what she
Oh
would
my god!
Okay, give me an insight check
I
from
think this would
Dandelion.
be something
Okay.
Dandelion would do. You'd get one of us.
Okay, let's see. I have a -1 for insight, so let's see.
It's almost impossible for me not to at least get somebody.
Dandelions.
You're only doing the hokey pokey.
Oh no!
Tim is making a mental recording.
Bria's just standing there like, I hate everyone here. Dandelion's like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, I'll do
That's
it.
a good ritual.
Tim's like,
okay,
yes,
but
I made him fall for it.
I just can't get over the thought though of Brie being like, "Don't you get her into this?" And for Dandelion's just dancing. Okay, listen. Really quick side note. I don't know if I'd have to roll for this. Maybe when I shake it all about, I hit Tim with my tail. So it kind of backfires on him, anyways.
You can give me a.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, I don't know what that would be.
You know, my favorite part about this whole fucking thing
Would it be like an
It's like
athletics
kinda-
roll?
I
Does that
kind of
make
want you to hit him with your tail.
Acrobatics, maybe more acrobatics.
Tyra, I really want you to hit him with your tail so
Oh,
you
I
can do damage to him again so he can die
Bro.
the next fucking time that we go outside.
We lose Tim.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have a +2 in
fucking again.
acrobatics. Oh fuck yeah!
All right. So the high roll was not what you wanted. You wanted a low roll to hit him. You
Oh
spin your tail around, just missing Tim, just glancing over the bright orange furs on his body.
no! I almost got him. Bree's like so close.
Unknowingly. Unknowingly, our three chosen are being observed as down the hallway, Mouse watches on as your clerics start ushering you in towards Mother Goose.
Oh hell yeah! I hope we made a good impression. I don't know we're being watched at, but you know.
You enter into a massive space. The ceilings are easily 3 stories tall, and a massive white crystal in the center of the room emits sunlight, as outside it is twilight verging on dark. In here, it's midday. There is a massive sunbeam coming down in the center of the space. It is surrounded by small benches and pews filled with people praying and speaking to their goddess. Genevieve steers you off to the side to one of the side rooms into a large meeting space, opening the doors, asking an attendant if she is available, and they nod. As you enter into a comfortable room with a massive, easily 2,000 pounds, from nose to tail, 30 feet, massive white with brown spots goose with a large shawl tied around their neck, draping down their sides, nestled into a massive nest. The long goose head bows down. Ah, hello. Alolila, Genevieve, Monster, what have you brought me?
Oh boy, Tim's just like, okay.
Wait, now I gotta look up. I gotta look up something.
Aesop fable? What? No. I never listened to those stories.
What is Tim saying out loud right now? Is any of this coming out?
No, none of it. Now, none of it's coming out. He's kind of wondering, being like, I don't remember any of these stories. Is there any about the goose, like a tale of don't get bit? Because geese are destructive. She can hiss.
The long neck comes down till it's about eye level with all of you. Genevieve and Alalila do small bows, and Monster's head stretches down into a nod. Hello, Mother. Alalila steps forward. It seems that something has occurred that we have no memory of. The goose rears back a little. No memory of? Whenever could you mean? Well, Ellie looks back at Bree. Care to explain?
Well, you see, between my world and here, I somehow signed a contract with a god that I don't know who he is. He doesn't
Our
answer
gods do not deal in contracts, little one.
Okay, but I have a contract with him, and do you want me to get it for you?
No, not Alalila. She.
I could bring it out for you if you want me to show you.
No. And what is this about memory? How does this have to deal with anything?
So, because no one's heard of him, but he says he doesn't care who's heard his name before. And I told these three about it. And they said they would look into it. And then when they came to us today, they had no memory of any of the events that went on.
And you're sure, she turns and addresses the clerics, that you didn't have a slip of the mind? Genevieve's like, no, I think that I would remember what she told us about. Yes, Alalila steps forward again. It's disconcerting that it appears that we witnessed an event that was rather abnormal. We returned to the temple, and something occurred where our memories were erased. Well, I do remember sending you to Vinistol yesterday. You said you had something to report to him. You could start there.
That's a crazy guy. I don't know if I want to go see him. Barely wanted to come in the temple.
Bree, you are very
Big
uncomfortable right now.
Tim's just like,
Can I
is
go
this
with
just
my
like a
vial?
religious field trip day? I don't feel like being here for a religious field trip day.
Tim's like,
Grace like, Danny, like, can I go to my vial? Is it okay to hide in there?
Tim's,
no, yeah, we have to
I would say Tim's wondering if this is punishment for him being at the strip club all day yesterday.
Damn!
He has sinned.
Damn! And now we gotta take him to church. Duck church.
Take
Goose
me
church.
to church.
Take me to church. Goose church. Bro.
I don't want to be
can
at
imagine-
church anymore.
No! Oh.
But as Mother Goose straightens herself, looking up at the room, giving a little bit of a side eye, I find it unlikely that you would have come to me yesterday and not told me of something like this. Alalila also looks around. I would tell you anything that happened, such that they've explained. If you have no memory of it either, then perhaps your memories have been touched as well.
Bree.
This church seems like a cult, but not the good kind of cult.
Bree, you should deception check the goose.
Yeah, I want to deception check the goose.
Say, do you think
Insight.
this cult?
Insight.
Insight check
Insight
the
check.
goose.
Say,
Oh, yeah.
Say, do you think this cult has good electrolyte drinks?
I don't really want to drink the fucking Kool-Aid, my dude.
She got it.
Damn!
Forgotten Realms has a very similar thing that happened.
It's the great punch incident.
Okay, I rolled an 11 for an insight check on the goose.
Okay, that was 11.
Yeah.
The
Terrified.
goose doesn't seem to be deceptive. If anything, they're brushing it off. They don't seem all too concerned that something has happened. It doesn't seem that they fully believe that some subterfuge is occurring. They seem to be somewhat aloof to the current events.
Can I show you the contract? What would that help you better understand the situation?
Sure.
Okay. Here, Dandelion, have my vial.
Dandelions already grabbed it off your waist.
Oh
like,
my God. We're gonna have a boundary talk later.
Yeah. I'm constantly grabbing it. I'm just like, all right, she's grabbing it.
I'm gonna go in the vial. I want to see if anything's out of place for my god, because, you know.
Since 20 minutes ago, no.
I'm gonna leave him a note. Please save me from this church. I think I'm in trouble.
Oh my god! Listen, we'll leave out of this. We're fine. We got our clearance with us.
I don't know if this is a cult. Did I walk into a cult? Actually, my note's gonna say, "Is the church a cult?"
Oh, it's like scribbled out. Like, help me!
Yeah. It says, "Help me." Wait, crashed out. Is the church?
One question only.
Is this a call?
Listen, he doesn't text back. Okay, he's constantly
ask,
I'm gonna take the contract and go out of the vial.
Bree, you emerge from your vial with your contract in hand. As soon as you fully corporealize, you become physical. The contract in your hands burns with a bright white light
Oh god.
and falls into ash in your hands.
Okay, well, I guess I can't show you that then. It's on the floor, though, if you want to read.
You're like scooping it up.
Like, here's...
Mother Goose's head comes down and investigates the ashes. Well, I've certainly never seen that before.
Just full of magic tricks, it's fine.
Does that mean that...
Intriguing.
Question, does that mean that wolf guy? Does that mean we just killed him for no reason?
Listen, maybe it's just a copy. Listen, my god is like,
Yeah,
it's just dumb.
I'm hoping he's not.
I'm assuming it's just a magical contract. They can be redrawn in a magical office at any later date.
Do you have a receipt for your original?
Look. Ulavon has to consult the magical lawyer's office of Eternal and Damnation.
Listen,
Oh,
I
nice.
just liked it when I thought he was outside my vial, just constantly walking down, like, he's just, like, by my vial because it's by the bathroom, and he's like, this bitch wrote me a note. Here's a reply. I'm going back to the office.
He comes out in his bathrobe. He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like,
I
I got
to
you
this
this
one.
one. My other
15 notes
faxes.
today? God, I'm fucking throwing those away. I don't
He's
want to
like,
deal with this.
This could have been an email.
Bree, I'm going to carry over your previous insight check. Mother Goose is a little bit more concerned than she was before. There is a level of, they're serious.
Yeah. Goose.
They ain't just plucking your
Goose.
tail feathers anymore.
Pluck.
Well, this is a mystery afoot. Interesting. I know nothing of what this could be.
Me either.
Oh, she's so happy about it.
I hate it here.
I hate it!
This is awful.
Bree's just been riddled with questions about everything since day one.
None of these people have helped.
None of them are very helpful now. Well, I suggest finding out what occurred. Let me know if there's anything that I can help with.
I hate everything.
Oh my god, this woman's no help.
Okay, I got a few questions before we leave Mother Goose. First, I'm gonna write down a note. Not helpful. But, what are things that you like and dislike, Mother Goose?
Oh my god.
Please say bread.
Ooh, things that I like? I quite like peas.
That checks.
That tracks.
And what do you dislike so I don't give you anything you don't like? I don't want to gift you any presents that you don't like.
Dislike. I dislike people wearing overly large hats.
Uh-oh.
It was like, ooh, does my fursuit count as a hat? Please don't say it counts as a hat.
What about, I already forgot his name, our little flea man. I drew him with a big top hat.
Tim,
He's so small
Tim has
that you
questions
can't see
that only an engineer would have. So, question about the large hat. Is it large in general? Like, are we talking about like large if it was on Monster and it was very, very large, or large in proportion to the size of the person wearing it?
Can I make a suggestion, Christian? For Tim, he should draw on his tablet and put a little illusion on his head and just start drawing them for her.
He's scared of geese.
Oh no! Oh my god! Can you imagine?
And then that'd be funny as fuck and right up Tim's alley.
Like as he's asking these questions, he keeps having another illusion
like, what they
of like a different hat on his head, trying to like figure out what upsets her. Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Oh my god. You start to illusory, like, make hats that are slightly larger every time.
Oh, yeah, like...
Oh, it's like Scary Movie 3!
No,
where she keeps on coming out of the car!
I make a hat that's like a normal size, but every time somebody blinks, I have it grow slightly larger. Every time somebody blinks and I see it.
Give me a performance check.
I want you to hit this high note.
Oh my god, get out of here, Windows.
For once, Bree wants you to win.
I know, right?
Bree doesn't like Mother Goose.
I do.
She's not helpful. It's all about how helpful you are.
Yeah. I was just so sure that she was up to something fishy. Guess she's dumb.
Brilliant. Mouse, from your small vantage point, looking at a crack between the doors, you see the odd, colorful, woven man summoning hats out of thin air in a way that is almost familiar to Mouse.
He fell in love right there.
As the hats start as a tiny bowler hat and raise up to a larger top hat, into a 10-gallon hat, into a comically large cowboy hat, going into a straight-up Doug Dimmadome.
Yes! I was gonna request a Doug Dimmadome hat.
Doug Dimmadome.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
As the hat gets larger and larger, you can see the large goose woman. Her eyes slowly dilate and lets out this massive honk echoing through the hall.
That shit's gotta be loud. Oh my god.
As she rears up and flaps her wings, sending massive gusts of air towards all of you.
Oh, and
pushing you back a few inches.
And because it's an illusion hat, it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays.
What if you illusioned it so you had to grab it?
Oh, yeah, like I pretend grab it for comedic effect.
Oh my god.
Wait, idea. Can I make like a punctured sound and have it fly off like it's an inflatable balloon animal?
Oh my god, not again!
And it turns back into tiny little bolo.
He definitely likes his deflation animations.
Oh.
As the hat pops and reverts, boom, 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 back into a tiny little bowler hat sitting on top of the flare of green mohawk hair. Mouse, this is cartoon physics. This is how hats could have worked in your home world. You have found someone from a world like yours, obviously.
Oh God, what have I done?
I think they're in a relationship now.
I think that oh my god, they're hardcore. They're about to have their meet cute.
Does anyone else have any questions for Mother Goose?
I'm gonna say I'm so sorry. I did not know he was gonna do that.
I just said I don't like large hats. Hoof, 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 as the feathers slowly fall back into
yeah,
place
she's all
as she
ruffled.
nestles back down into her
I
nest.
get negative hearts.
Does she have an egg under her?
You didn't see any eggs underneath her.
Okay, I was just like, curious
Like
about
how
that.
Dana was like, any eggs? Any eggs?
Eat it.
Tim's now wondering what's the definition of hat. Can I have a wacky inflatable tube arm man now, just like on my head, going back?
Oh my god, it's constantly moving!
Yeah, to see if that counts as a hat. Tim has questions that need to be satisfied.
You just start like
I mean-
testing out hats.
Were I in the room, I would point out that none of these hats are large compared to the 31st Goose. But
It's relative.
It's
Exactly.
like it is
They're-
proportional.
to me, they're terrifying. But to you,
Proportion to the man, it's like if you saw you in any kind of a hat, it's like, oh god, the hat's too large in proportion to his skull.
What an interesting fear she has. I wonder if it has a name.
Fear of hats.
Fear of large hats.
Haberdashophobia, or no, haberdashophobia. I don't
Oh,
know.
probably is. Wait.
I'm googling. Wait,
Oh, no.
it's capillophobia.
What fear of large hats?
It's actually just the fear of hats. So I guess large hats is like a subgroup.
Mega capilophobia.
Oh yeah, capillophobia is just a fear of hats.
That's right. So then we could do mega.
Wait. What was a fear of large objects? Megalophobia, cataphobia would be fear of large-hatted objects.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry,
Are
Mother
you a
Goose.
large-headed object?
You continue this experimentation, occasionally her feathers bristling as the hat gets a
Is-
little too large.
I like that she's playing into it, but also, what's Genevieve doing during this? I feel like Genevieve's very stressed.
Genevieve
Probably.
is completely disassociated. She is looking
Okay,
off
so-
into middle
She's
distance,
catatonic.
picking at her fingernails.
Okay, so we're just making it worse for her. Considered her last episode.
I think we should move on and go talk to
Yeah.
that other guy.
Yeah, let's go find that person.
That sounds boring.
You shall
but
find
yes.
Finestrol in the Tower of Knowledge, I believe. He is the High Priest of Knowledge, after all.
Am I gonna die?
I
there?
went to college to get more knowledge.
Restoration is a perfectly good school of magic.
And you all leave the room and enter out into the hallway. Mouse,
Bye,
you
Mistress
see them
Goose.
all. Bye, Mistress Goose. Mouse, you see them starting to approach the door you're standing behind right now. What are you doing?
I think I'm just going to back up so that I don't get crushed by the door, and I'm going to stand there and put on my cutest face, and then say, "Excuse me," when they come
The
out.
doors swing open, and like Genevieve and Aulila immediately start to fall into conversation. Tim, Bree, and Dandelion are following behind as the entire party is stopped by a tiny. How large is Mouse? I imagine like 6 inches tall.
So I gave him about the size of a prairie dog.
Okay.
So about 12 inches.
Okay,
So he's not big, but he's big for a mouse.
big for a mouse. He's more rat size.
He's big for a mouse. That would just why some people are going to confuse him for a rat later on. But he's not,
It's not a rat.
because he's not mouse sized, but he's a mouse.
This mouse sits in front of you, paws crumpled up into a tiny, overly cute look with these large ears. Their body is flat and has fur, but has less definition, less texture to the fur. There isn't a range of colors to the coat. Looking up at you. Oh, hello. As Genevieve steps out of the way.
Excuse me? Hello?
Yes.
Are you from my world?
Looking up at Tim.
Mhm.
Tim is going. Let's see. Tim has questions. Tim is gonna. It's like, here. Let me run off a series of questions at you, and we'll see if we understand each other. What are we gonna do tonight?
Sorry, what?
Okay. Okay. Not Pinky and the Brain. Not Pinky and the Brain. Let's see. If you were to hit someone on the toe with a large hammer, would they sound like A, a whistle, B, a foghorn, C, a kettle, or D, all of the above?
Would you like to find
Oh
out?
my god!
One second. Can I change into a fursuited Tom, please? Basically, a cat.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
You look up at this toothy hyena creature as the mouth begins to be absorbed into the face. The fur retracts. For a split second, all you can see is a basic white mannequin-like body before very quickly this bluish-gray fur emerges and large cat ears extend out from the head. And 30 seconds later, a cat is looking at you, but it's not even like the tabaxi people that you've met around the temple, not even like the cat woman standing next to this person. They are exaggerated with large eyes and exposed teeth and big big mitten-like hands that seem disproportionate to the rest of its body.
Excuse me, sir. I can only assume that you're trying to intimidate me, and I'm going to have to take that as a threat. So, my apologies, and I'd like to cast Booming Blade on this point.
Oh my god! I knew it! I was like, please fight him!
I love this.
Oh my god. I love Mouse so much.
Roll an attack against Tim.
Oh my god!
Tim's foot,
Tim's
specifically.
foot. plus 3 plus intelligence,
Oh,
that's plus
Tim.
5. That hits as you reach back, and over the last few days, you have found that physics may not be the same here, but you have a new host of abilities, access to things that these people call magic, and have found a way to mimic parts of your reality. You reach back, casting this spell, summoning forth a very familiar hammer, swing it back, and bring
my
it
God.
down hard onto this strange blue cat's toe. Roll damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rachel, may I cast Minor Illusion on my head to make it like a giant old-timey end-of-work whistle? You know exactly what I'm thinking
Yes.
of, right?
Yes!
Oh my lord.
Yep, I'm blowing the whistle.
Oh.
7, great. Crashing down with a thunderous boom. You take...
Can my thunder be cartoon animated
Oh my
when it
God,
comes
oh my
down?
God, oh my
Please?
Yes.
Thank you.
It crashes down, and almost similar to your illusions, Tim, these brightly colored flashes appear around the strike zone. These vibrating, pointed lines appear for a few seconds before fading out. And Tim, your foot is broken as your
my
head
fucking
becomes an
God.
illusory whistle.
Hey, can I add one other thing to his hit on my foot?
Yes.
Can I add like the onomatopoeia or no, like the cartoony like word in an thing saying bang or like ow?
Oh, like,
Yeah.
ouch!
Youch, and then have the whistle go off. Just
Tim and Mouse
Oh,
are meant to be
uh.
together.
Tim and Mouse are about to get crazy later down the line in the story.
You did ask me what would happen if I hit your foot, and then you tried to scare me, so
I'm afraid now. I fear I must fight back.
I'm not ever going to be intimidated by something that threatens me. So
oh, it wasn't threatening at all. It was a joke.
The
gonna
large
love how
green
Mouse
creature pushes forward. Tim, what's happening? as this tall green creature made of blocky square pieces looms over you, Mouse. There are no facial features to
Are you a
distinguish.
Ninja Turtle? I've heard about you.
I've heard about your kind.
He's been hearing rumors around town.
Oh, he's gonna get so many things wrong.
Oh my god.
Tim turns to face Monster, still actively clutching his foot, and just says, "Slapstick."
Why would you hurt him?
Oh my god.
He asked me to do it.
And Tim,
Look at what he's wearing.
Tim rolling on the ground in pain because it was funny.
I don't even know anymore.
Oh my gosh! Tim, are you okay? Genevieve comes over and immediately starts using healing magic on your foot.
Help him.
Healing back.
Wait.
Mouse, you're watching as the foot literally heals. The bones uncrack.
I was gonna say, what floor are we on? It isn't that much to restrike from this distance.
Just start over.
Tim's like, just kill me. Do it.
I was minorly inconvenienced.
Kill me now, Mouse. If you have it in you.
Do it.
Do it. Kill him. Kill me.
Bria's gonna say, I'm so sorry that thing scared you. Are you okay?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I thought he wanted me to do that.
I did. I wanted to make church more interesting.
Don't worry about him.
I'm kind of glad you did. But that's just between us.
Oh.
Just whisper that to him.
That's just between us.
Tim, I can still hear it.
When the loud one's done, I would like to know if you are from my world or if you're familiar with. You seem very normal to me, and that's unusual around these parts because everything's a little weird, which is honestly quite normal to me, but this is more normal.
So,
Sorry, words are still getting stuck.
okay. So, I definitely am from a world that is aware of your version of reality. Let me put it that way. I'm trying to. Because, I mean, yes, this makes sense to Tim that this is, like, basically a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Tim has a pretty good concept of what Mouse is talking about.
I think,
Wait, can
since
I on my tablet just draw, like, a little, like, 2D animation real quick and just present it as an illusion?
You draw this 2D illusion, just harkening back to the cartoons you grew up on.
Can I make it specifically like Popeye and, like, you know, one of those, like, super over exaggerated one with the really big titties bouncing around just for no good reason?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, titties on Popeye?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was
Try
confused. I was
Popeye.
like, who has titties? I was like, wait, is it Popeye?
Popeye has the titties, of course.
Okay, well,
He
of
eats
course.
the spinach, the huge muscles come out, the titties
The
pop
titties?
out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I just don't remember
instead
that.
of them going to his arms, he eats the spinach, and all of a sudden, triple D's.
Oh, triple D's nuts. I gotcha.
Mouse.
Oh, Popeye.
I didn't
Mouse.
remember Bruno
Popeye.
sounding like that.
I don't remember Popeye being a MILF, man.
Get the olive oil, Popeye.
Mouse, you look up at an illusion hanging in the air that is pretty familiar to you if the style, the line weight, isn't quite what you're used to. But it's close.
That's almost it. I don't.
So, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. I'm someone who likes to create worlds like yours.
You're a god.
Goddamn menace, but
Because you rolled around like kind of a bitch.
also,
Mouse has been learning all the great words.
honestly, I don't
Mhm.
believe that's the right family of animals. I believe a female cat is not a bitch.
No, when you hit a cat with a hammer and its foot, it rolls just like you did. It goes meow, 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 and it's a lot like you.
Ah.
10 out
But
of
you
10.
broke my foot, and that I don't believe that's normal in your world.
How often do you hit cats with hammers? Because you don't seem very experienced.
You know, let me.
How old are you?
How old
You're quite young, aren't you?
No, I'm very mature. I have a.
I'm just not sure you have the experience for this conversation. Does anybody else know if this imbecile is from my world?
I don't think so.
I don't
Oh.
think he is.
Okay, I'm from a
Well-
world that knows of his. That should be enough. Okay.
Well, I've been here kind of
Uh-huh.
stuck, and I think maybe you guys could use somebody helpful, unlike this miscreant. If maybe we could walk for a little bit and get to know each other, that maybe
Yeah, why don't you join
Yeah.
would
us?
be helpful.
Come with us.
Dandelion's just like, yeah, I'll adopt anyone. Bree's like, yes, please save me from him. I like that you hit him.
Oh my god!
It's the fastest
Listen,
way
I
to
got-
Bree's heart.
Listen, Bree loves that you hurt Tim, and then Dandelion's likes it because small rodents did exist with dinosaurs.
And then apparently Tim and I are just both cartoon characters.
Oh,
Basically.
listen,
Oh,
that's your meat. This is your meat.
I'm worse.
supposed to
I'm
be
a
an
guy in a
Enemies to
fursuit.
lovers.
Yeah, this is enemies to lovers. Wait, we need to get them into a room with just one bed. That's what we need to do.
Oh
Oh no! Miles and Bobbin only have one more bed.
I'm so sorry.
Oh
It's
my
not like you
God.
only take up a quarter of a pillow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! He has to like share with Bree, and Bree's like, no.
No. Bree would fucking buy him like the best like dog bed.
Bree would be
like,
nice with to him.
fluffy.
Goes to a pet store.
Yeah, like be like whatever you want, I will buy it for you. We'll decorate,
I
put you in a
have
drawer
it.
if you want a drawer to yourself, whatever.
Alalila, whose ears are kind of pinned back. I guess we could use all the help we could get.
Oh, Lila's fighting demons. She wants to chase him. I know it. I know it. She's fighting that lizard brain.
Her tail flicks back and forth.
Meanwhile, Mouse isn't big enough for Dandy to be interested, so Dandy's like, oh my god, Luffy!
Mouse, actually, how does Mouse feel about looking up into the toothy maw of a dinosaur?
I don't think Mouse is thrown off by odd concepts creations or anything being bigger than him. I think that's just in universe
That's fair.
for him. It's the not backing down from something challenging him, especially when it uses direct words.
Oh.
Right? Remember, language is brand new to him.
Yeah.
So if you say hit me in the foot with a hammer, he's gonna hit you in the foot with a hammer.
I see.
He doesn't know what pain is, really. He's only getting used
Not
to
Oh,
really.
he's about to Bedelia this. Shit.
it.
Well, if you're going to help, then I guess we should decide where we should get started. Should we look for the Master of Knowledge first, or retrace our steps?
Whatever one you want to do. Bree is gonna look at Mouse and be like, "Do you want a ride? Do you want to like be on
I
my
was about
shoulder
to ask him.
so you don't have to walk?"
I was about to ask him. Bree.
Sure, maybe it'll give us a chance to talk. I could maybe catch a ride, make eye
Put my arm
contact.
out so he can climb up my shoulder in between me and Dandelion because we're the ones that
Aw.
said yes.
Mouse scurries up your arm, finding a nice little
Oh,
perch.
Excuse me, Tim. I just learned how to do this. I'd like to blink flirtatiously at Tim, as if to say, "I'm on the shoulders over here and you're not." That style of.
Tim.
Oh, you suddenly
Tim
have like
has
the big
not.
eyelashes.
Tim has
like,
not dispelled his hat spell, so a hat starts growing out of his head every time the blinking happens. I never turned that shit off.
I only know how to blink sarcastically.
Oh no, Mouse! Each time you're blinking sarcastically, you're like, no, get bigger. No.
And Tim's gonna pretend not to notice.
I still have to consciously think to blink between my eyes, but to do it sarcastically is very natural.
Oh my god.
Genevieve, the human woman, kind of leans over. So, what's your name?
Well, I was told I should think about what to call myself, and I've met some interesting people who've had some names, and some of them have been better, worse, and I haven't quite decided. One young man was calling me Ratrick Swayze, but I'm not a rat, and so rat doesn't really fit. And another man was calling me Stuart Rizzle, but that just sounds really gross. And then one woman said, "Get the fuck away from me!" And when I tried to go away with her, she just kept running and running and running, but I really liked that name a little bit, I guess. So I guess I haven't decided. I'm not quite sure. But I'm open to suggestions currently. Right now I'm just going by Mouse, but
Okay.
no. Not yet. I want to pick a good one. It seems like it sticks with you for a while, and where I'm from, nobody ever really called me anything. We didn't really use the words. Just kind of did actions.
Tim got a question. How do you
Like my hammer.
How do you feel about French cuisine?
Oh my god, what are you about to fucking name him?
Ratatouille.
Remy, thank you very much.
Excuse me.
I
wait.
don't really know what that is.
All right.
So I've been thinking about names, and I don't know. I think I'll come to one eventually as words. Words.
So, what should we call you now?
Mouse? Are you an idiot?
I'm so sorry. Was that rude? I don't know. I should have
Jen,
said that, I guess.
No, you're quite polite. I'm sorry. He's asking if you're an idiot. Rude. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same level.
Oh my god. I keep imagining Mouse with like a cane in the top hat.
Can I imagine since Bree is slightly taller maybe than what if you Mouse just climbs down to her slightly so he's on eye level with her? Oh, he's I just want to make sure we're on the same level.
He's so sincere about this. He's not trying to be rude calling them an idiot. He doesn't know.
And Genevieve is just so nervous all the time.
Oh my god, this is the worst combo.
It's beautiful.
Mouse, I can call you Mouse if that's appropriate. Of course, yes.
That's appropriate. If you think of anything better, I'm open to suggestions. I just don't know what I want to be stuck with, It seems so permanent, and I'm not used to permanence,
I suppose I was kind of always Genevieve.
Are you more of a every a 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes kind of a shorts, or is it scene based?
Is this to me or
To the mouse.
So this is from Tim to the
Yeah.
mouse.
This is in
Are you an
character.
idiot?
Tim.
I'm crying.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will speak slowly. I don't know what minutes are or what you are talking about, child.
Oh my god, he still thinks he's a baby.
Can I cast a minor illusion that's on the opposite side of my body from Mouse that is just a giant piece of paper with a quill writing down this all down, and then when he's done speaking, I'm gonna glance over at the paper, be like, close, basically using it like closed captioning, and turn back. I feel insulted.
There's imagine him on his tablet being like, wait.
I didn't mean to insult you. I just wanted to know if you were an idiot.
Tim once again looks over to the quill, reads slowly, looks back. Okay.
Bree understands what's going on. She's not meaning to insult people, but she's kind of
I've
living
met
for it.
monsters and dinosaurs and werewolves and geese, ghosts, goblins, ghouls, and obviously a fair share of idiots, and I just want to be sure what everyone is.
Identify as an idiot.
I'm a sight gag, and I'm a problem.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm a sight gag.
Well, Mr. Mouse, my name's Genevieve. This is Adolila and Monster. And this is our 3 young chosen wards of sorts. They're also newish chosen. like yourself. This is Tim, Dandelion, and Bree.
Rachel, may I have a note on my quill?
Okay.
Like a magical bottle, another bottle of ink comes out in a different color that it frantically dips itself in as she starts speaking, so all of her script is in pink.
Oh. Genevieve
Pleasure
looks
to
over
meet
and
everyone.
goes, oh, nice.
Oh, she's like, I love that color.
She's like, I love newspapers. I'm so glad he's making a newspaper of this.
Oh my god. My baby. I love Genevieve.
Actually, since it seems that you have been spending some time around the temple, Mr. Mouse, have you seen anything peculiar?
Well, everything's a little bit peculiar to me.
Oh, well, of course, I shouldn't have.
So you might
I
have
should
to
been
be
more
more.
careful. We are currently investigating a bit of a mystery, and we are currently looking for clues.
Oh. Okay. Such as.
Well, it seems that our memories have been altered since something that happened yesterday, and, have you... I guess I don't even know how to ask this question. Have you seen anyone going around erasing lines?
I have.
You have?
I've met. Somebody very smelly. Yes? Smells were new, but. Oh boy, I met someone. He had squiggly lines and kind of rotten.
Tim is starting to starting to be like a courtroom sketch artist, or police sketch artist. Squiggly lines. Yeah.
Squiggly?
Like you're making an over dramatic show of like drawing on his tablet.
What's the what?
And then it just comes out as a caricature, like in a just on a dune buggy.
What's the difference between his eyebrows? What's the width? He's trying to get description.
And just only thing that's
Squiggles?
really on there is like super in-depth 3D stink lines coming off of nothing.
My eyes don't work so well, so I'm gonna say yes. It's gonna be by smell.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. Oh, and when did you see them? Yesterday.
I actually. Yesterday, but I don't remember the specific room.
Yeah.
I know Mouse should. I just
Yeah.
I
Mouse
don't.
saw them
Yeah, okay.
leaving Mother Goose's office.
Yes, that was it. Thank you.
Fine.
So I met them yesterday at Mother Goose's office. They were leaving. They really, their pungence really struck a memory with me. I think I would know it if I met it again, or at least be able to lead you to a bathroom.
Tim draws a toilet with the stink lines coming out of it. Did the man look like this?
It's a fucking toilet.
Yes.
It's just a clogged toilet with a plunger coming out
we take him
and
into
an
the
out of
bathroom?
order sign.
Genevieve looks at your original sketch from what Mouse was able to recall of this individual they saw. And Alalila actually is the one that steps forward. If you change the eyes and a few of the facial features, that looks a lot like the High Priest of Knowledge.
Oh, I don't want to meet him now.
Tim turns his thing, being like, "Really?" And then starts adjusting it.
Oh, writes knowledge over his head.
Bree wants to go into the vial to see if her gods replied.
Bree's had enough of this.
Okay, I'm grabbing the vial.
Well, she's like, I don't know if you can come with me, Mouse.
So,
do you want to
yeah,
try?
Mouse is still on your shoulder.
Do you want to try going in my vial with me, or do you want to stay with Dandelion?
In your file.
My vial. This little glass vial.
I'll go in. Let's go for
Okay.
it. I love new worlds and adventures. I don't know if I'll fit, but I'm rather small.
I'm going to try to take Mouse into my vial.
Go ahead.
You got this.
As you have the intention, both Bree and Mouse standing in the middle of a hallway in the center of Apex Hall, in a busy place where people are milling about.
Oh, well, maybe not here.
Oh, should we go bathroom?
Go find a nice hidden, secluded
Yeah,
space.
can we go somewhere hidden real quick where
Yeah,
there's not
let's
a
go
ton
find
of
a
people?
corner.
I gotta go check.
It's a little bit awkward.
You go outside and there's large gardens outside of the tower, and you find a place a little outside of you, and Bree and Mouse are shifted into a smoky form and re-manifest inside of this space. Mouse, you look up into a relatively
Mouse.
small room with large glassy walls looking off into a
Small
dark
for me
void.
or small for, like, what my concept of small is becoming?
It's about the size of a human bedroom. I think if we remember correctly, it's like 10 by 10.
Yeah, I
feet,
think
right?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the right size.
Wow, this is a giant room you have.
Oh, it's nice, isn't
There's a dingy-ish looking bed with a writing desk filled with trinkets, boxes filled with stuff.
I've just learned about ownership, and you have a lot of things. Are you a princess?
it? No.
God. That's so cute.
Bree, on your bed, where it was originally when you first ever saw your contract, is your contract.
Okay, that's what I thought would happen.
Yes. The note you have left on the bed, give me a religion check.
Oh god, I don't think I have anything for religion. I gotta get smarter about this shit.
Oh, I gotta start reading.
I have to go to school.
There does not seem to be a response to your message.
Wait, I also have a question.
Yes.
A very much of an important question. When they went to go seclude themselves away to go into the vial, did they let Tim know where they are?
I assumed the whole group went
I
together.
thought the whole group went together.
Yeah,
Tim-
I thought we all just watched this
Tim's
happen.
adding the flashbang. Clah!
Oh my god. As Bree is inside the vial, Dandelion, you're standing there anxiously awaiting her to return as Tim comes over and snatches it out of your hands. And quickly fastens
Damn.
this small piece of slate to the mouth of the bottle.
And gives it
What
right.
did you just do?
Just gives it right back.
Can I do a
What did you
perception
just do?
check to see if there's anything left by my god somewhere? Maybe it fell?
She's inside the vial. She
Meanwhile-
doesn't know what's happening.
No, we've established that you cannot feel the vibrations of the vial from within.
No, not outside. I mean inside.
I know,
like if
I know,
something
yes,
fell.
but inside,
Okay.
you're looking for things. Give me a perception check.
Perception. +4. Oh, god damn. My rolls are
That
fast.
sounds just what you did.
Nothing looks out of place.
Stupid god doesn't reply to me.
Mouse, you overhear this little utterance under her breath.
Do you need some help? Are you looking for something? I'm not quite sure what we're doing here.
Well, I wrote a note to my god that I have this contract with, and he always takes them, but he leaves me on red. He doesn't reply to me.
And did you sign it and say thank you? And were you courteous?
Uh-oh.
Use your best manners.
Should I have? You think that would work?
Oh my god.
I think it wouldn't hurt if you were kind. Usually that gets a better response.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna write a new note. 100 Mouse's influence.
You write a whole new note or augment the original note.
Oh, well, since
Oh,
he took
yeah.
my original note, I'm gonna write a whole new note that says, "Please help me. I think I'm in a cult. Is this place a cult?
Could you please tell me if this is a cult?
Thank you.
Please and thank you.
Try ending it in like a warm regards or yours truly,
Yours
and I'm sure you'll get a response.
Yours truly, Bree.
He's so nice.
Give me a religion check with advantage because Mouse is essentially giving you the help action.
Oh!
Okay.
Advantage, just roll twice, take the higher.
Oh.
I don't think I have anything for religion, do I? No, okay.
No.
I always have to double check.
Yeah, it might have just
know.
shown up, you know.
Some
10 is your roll.
Yeah.
You write this letter through gritted teeth with a level of false kindness and
Being like a
place the note onto the bed and watch for a second. Nothing seems to happen.
Have you tried adding like a sincerely or a PS or I don't know, anything that would be of help? I mean, maybe they think that you have the ability to do it with your own merit, but if you really need help, then you You have to give a little bit more.
P.S. I really want to know why this god doesn't want you in this world.
It would be ever so helpful. Thank you.
Would be ever so helpful.
It would be ever so helpful.
It would be.
I'm gonna put a fucking heart on the paper.
Hard.
Oh, a heart is a wonderful touch. Maybe a smiley face.
Mouse is acting like the little angel on her shoulder right now.
Oh, he's so nice. That's what's getting me.
He could be your angle.
Or he could be your Demble. Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna put a smiley face on it too under suggestion.
Heart kissy face.
Okay. I can have you roll another religion check with advantage, but the DC is higher since you are repeatedly trying to do the same thing.
Okay, this is the last one.
This is your last attempt.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, and
You got
19.
27.
21.
I mean, 19's pretty good.
19's pretty good. My DC, you passed the DC, so you actually made it this time.
Oh my god, oh my god.
My god's like, please, for the love of God, stop fucking writing to me.
I'm taking
Oh,
a
but
shit.
you know what?
Every
Every time you write from now on, you're gonna have to end it in hearts and smiley faces. because You got a response.
Like, please,
Please,
God.
God.
Every time.
Like half of the letter is just fluff.
Yeah.
It's like an email at work. Like,
But to Mouse, it's like
Answer.
kindness and purity, and you're just like, oh, I've learned how to manipulate people. Awesome.
sweet.
Emotional manipulation.
I love Bree thinking, oh, why didn't I think of doing that?
Why didn't I think about lying?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it'd be nice when I don't
Would I
lie.
lie to you, someone? Yes! Yes, you
Yes.
would! It's your
So-
entire thing.
The question on this note was, why does this god not like you? Not the original cult question, correct?
Well, it was like, I want to know why. So the PS was, I want to know why this god doesn't like you and wants you out of this world. And then it was, I think I'm in a cult. Is this really a cult?
Oh my god.
You place the note back on your bed, hopeful, as Mouse leans over watching.
Oh, he's staring unblinking at the note. No.
His eyes are starting to itch. Don't tell him.
Does he know how to read?
Yeah, he knows how to read very well. He just doesn't understand sarcasm and like he doesn't get words really.
Yeah, there's a
But think
lot
about
he
any time
doesn't get.
Jerry curled up in like a
Mhm.
well, not Jerry, but a royalty-free mouse would curl up and like read a book.
Yeah, not like Simba
he's got,
the
like, a big
lion,
one?
but like Kenya
Oh, you know
the white
what?
lion.
I have a ton of books in my fucking vial.
That's
I
true.
did still,
So
like,
he's
story
just not from
tells.
a world of a lot of spoken word.
No.
He's
We didn't
familiar
have the
with
technology.
words.
I'm gonna get
Um,
him into slam poetry.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The two of you watch for a moment as this note just rests on the bedsheet before it starts to be eaten away by the edges of this dark mist that completely consumes the letter as it dissipates into a small cloud of darkness that is pulled towards the walls of the vial. Booming voice comes in from beyond your space.
Allah cares much for her chosen and believes that my influences are a detriment to the chosen life.
Mm.
why so?
Her church
As he continues, almost ignoring
Oh.
your question, moving
responding.
on to the cult question.
Her church spreads lies and mistruths of the reality of this place.
He wishes away.
The voice recedes, and you're left hollow.
Bree, was that a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Seems a little bit evil. I mean, I'm not the best judge of character, but he seems a little bit evil.
I should smash him with my hammer.
Rather crow-like.
You know what I also
It's not
thought,
because
though,
he's
is at one
black.
point, Mouse is going, "Are you an idiot?" to the guy.
Yeah, I'm about to ask.
I wanted Mouse to say something to him so bad before you left.
That's so fucking
Well-
funny. I just thought that, though, and I was like, trying to hold it in. I imagined it.
Well, so originally, the conversation finished. I was going to have him like go into the corner and reach behind his back and just wait. Like,
I would hit him with my hammer. Don't worry, Bree.
I got him.
Oh my god.
So Mouse asks, he looks a little evil.
Like, I'm not quite sure. But why would they erase the cleric's memories if they didn't care about him?
oh, I don't know the full story, and I don't really get how people work, and I don't really understand words, but I do know a little bit about, well, evil, and he seemed a little bit evil.
Okay, I feel like we should leave this place because I don't want him eavesdropping. Know what I mean? I don't know if he can eavesdrop.
Well, if he's not evil and he's eavesdropping, he could just correct me. That would be the polite thing to do. That would be what somebody with manners would do.
I am not polite. He just, like, goes in.
Manners are beneath me.
I don't think he would care about correcting someone. He doesn't give me that kind of
Oh no,
that
he's
vibe.
straight G. Oh my god.
He's a straight G.
well.
So he's a pervert. He just listens in?
Oh
That's one of the words he's learned.
no! Of course!
Not a pervert. More
No,
just
he
an
heard the term
eavesdropper.
because he wasn't blinking, watching people, and someone called him
Yeah.
pervert.
Yeah.
So he was just listening to us, I think.
Like a pervert.
When you're listening, you're not a pervert.
He's a peeping Tom.
It's like flushed away. It's like flushed away.
He's a tomcat. He's a peeping tomcat.
Perfect. Now I just want Tim to draw my goddess a tomcat.
All right.
That's what we need.
All right.
You wanted to
Well-
leave the vial?
Yeah, we're gonna leave the vial.
Tim, you see the cork pop off.
Tim starts to like. Can I tell you exactly what my musical cue basically I want for this whole thing is?
Yes, please, thank you.
Oh yeah, the fucking flashlight.
Yes, just the D key being hit, dun 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 dun. Then when she comes, flash, and just, and then with a large amount of light.
Outside, it is reaching in, like the sun has completely set over the horizon. It is dark out here. The cork pops off. The clerics are sitting around talking. Dandelion in your hands. You suddenly hear dun 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 dun. Absolutely
Oh, wait.
blinding light
Ah!
and a loud concussive
God.
dun dun.
I'd like to land in a superhero pose because I am used to this.
Oh, you're so right though. He was born for this.
Bree and Mouse emerge from the vial. Bree, as you are reconstituting, you are hearing this loud concussive music, and some of the light is still refracting off of the trees and the nearby buildings as it is slowly getting darker over here. The three clerics are in full deer in the headlights. As Bree and Mouse reconstitute on the ground as the sound fades.
Bree's gonna look straight at Tim.
Oh yeah. Daylight points at Tim too and goes, "He took your vial.
Tim is
He
intense.
did something to it."
Tim is intensely looking away with hands on his hips, just.
He grabbed it before I could snatch it back.
Just not making eye contact.
Alalila, can you help me get this off of my vial?
Wait, would you even know that there's something on your vial?
Well, because I heard the dun 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 dun, and I've never heard it before.
Nothing about
Okay,
that says
you
that.
will have to give me a perception check to see if you can see the source of... This could just be one of Tim's games.
Yeah, it could just be me being a little fuckhead. Damn it.
That was a really high roll, Tim. I'm sorry. Bree, you look back at Dandelion, who's holding your vial, and you haven't spent much time with this object, but as you look at it, you can see that there is a small piece of slate, which you recognize very familiar from the large slate that Tim carries around, is tied with a small string around the bottle of the mouth of your bottle.
I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna throw it at him.
I'm keeping that. That's a good
Actually,
spell.
no, I don't wanna take it off and throw it at him. I changed my mind. Let's take it off and put it in my pocket.
Tim, you see
You
her pluck it off and stuff it into a pocket.
You sure you want to do that? Tim's gonna say. Just, you sure you want to do that? You don't want to give it back to me now? And he starts having dun 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 dun.
As inside your pocket, the spell has begun, and you can see a bright flash of light pierce through the cotton and the leather as the big dun dun
Savior of the universe. What pocket is your pea? Wait. What pocket is her pea crystal?
My pea crystal's in my vial.
Damn it!
That's in her vial. The crystal.
Stop trying to
I
reach my
want
valuables, bitch.
Everyone to give me a little perception check. I want all four of you to give me a perception check.
Wisdom knee.
Wisdom.
Oh my
me.
gosh!
Wisdom knee. Oh.
Hey, Eric, at the bottom.
Hey!
Great.
We're here together.
We are brothers.
That 17 was yours, Bree, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bree, you are thrown off by this recasting of this spell. You angrily look back at Tim.
Oh my god!
And over his shoulder, looking through the gardens, back onto the main path in between Apex Hall and moving off to the Foundation Hall, you see a man walking down the path that has stopped and has looked your direction. You can see the resemblance to Tim's police drawing of the individual that Mouse had seen. A tall, elven man with long, straight, bright, vivid blue hair.
God.
And a
And
large
stick lines.
white cloak.
That's the man covered in feces.
Oh.
I think he eats shit sandwiches for
I'm gonna
breakfast.
point it out to the group and be like, I think that's Tim's drawing.
Point it out how? Are you making overt... Hey, him!
No, I'm gonna go up to Dandelion because I'm assuming Mouse is still on my shoulder.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I actually landed on the
yeah.
ground in a superhero pose. Nobody paid attention to me, so I'd like to go over to Dandelion's shoulder.
Oh, I'm so
Come
sorry.
on up, little guy.
I'm gonna just slink over sadly.
Come on up.
I'm gonna go over to them and I'm gonna be like, I think the guy is behind Tim.
Give me a stealth check, Bree. And whoever wants to look.
Oh, I want to look. Oh no.
I'm definitely
Okay.
want to look.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
I have
okay, I have a
perception,
0
too.
on
Or
stealth,
did we
so
not
that's-
settle on that?
Oh, I got 16.
You have +5 to stealth, Mouse.
Damn.
He's a tiny little boy.
Yeah, he
Eh.
has a teeny.
Ooh. Okay.
Bree's like the most obvious person. But to be fair, she is looking in that direction anyway.
Yes. Alright, you pretty slyly lean towards Dandelion with Mouse on her shoulder and say, hey, I think that's the dude. As Dandelion already is very good at using her peripheral vision without moving her head, just glances over and sees that the man with the long blue hair is continuing down the road towards Apex Hall.
Can we wait for him to like go and then I can like track him by smell?
The figure disappears within the building, and the four of you look at one another. It seems that the target of your mystery just entered the building you just left, and will pick up there next time.
Oh
my god!
No.
No.
No! So, great session, everyone. Mostly was character introduction and all the characters getting to meet each other, but next session we will fully dive into this investigation into what exactly happened to your cleric
The
parents.
mystery.
Listen, Bree needs
Who
to
are
buy.
probably also idiots.
Bree put it in her notes to buy something for Mouse for helping.
I've
Yeah,
got
where did you get some from?
I still have a flash grenade.
I want to see him
But it's
interact with
Flash Gordon.
I want to see him interact with the fucking notebook.